Hello and welcome to the Manifestors Circle. No matter what you're looking to manifest, we can use what we know about quantum physics to enhance our abilities. But don't worry, you don't need to be a physicist to manifest your desires. We'll break down some big concepts and show you how to apply them in your everyday life. First, let's define what we mean by manifesting. Essentially, manifesting brings something into your reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It's the idea that you can manifest your desires and goals into your 3D reality by focusing on them and taking aligned action. So, where does quantum physics come into play? Quantum physics is the study of the behavior of particles at the atomic and subatomic levels. It's a branch of physics that deals with the weird and wacky world of quantum mechanics, a set of principles describing the behavior of matter and energy at the smallest scales. So, how does quantum physics relate to manifesting? I'm glad you asked. We know that everything in the universe is made up of energy, and that energy is constantly in motion. Quantum physics also tells us that our thoughts and intentions are energy, and that energy can influence the world around us. Have you ever heard of the double slit experiment? Thomas Young first designed this experiment in 1801 to demonstrate wave interference. Later in the 1920s, scientists started experimenting with electron particles. In this experiment, scientists force electrons through two slits. What comes out on the other side of these slits will show us if they behave as a solid particle or a wave. And the mind-blowing result is that the answer depends on whether or not we are observing it. The electron only acted like a solid particle when measured or observed. Otherwise, it acted like a wave. This experiment was performed repeatedly, and the results were surprising. Scientists had to admit that our consciousness or observation impacts the outcome. This idea is known as the observer effect, which states that the act of observing something can change the outcome of an experiment. In other words, our thoughts and intentions can affect the physical world around us. How can we use this knowledge to manifest our desires? It all comes down to focus and belief. It's a big concept, I know, but stick with me. Take a look at a pencil. It appears to be solid. After all, you can write with it, break it, and physically feel it in your hand. But science proves that it's not actually solid. Instead, it's simply particles dancing around, bumping into one another. So if we look away from that pencil and allow ourselves to imagine that it's made of these tiny particles existing playfully in our universe, we start to realize that there is a potential for other particles around us that we don't allow ourselves to see. Now, when it comes to manifesting, we can use the observer effect to create our reality. If you want to manifest something, you must focus on it and believe that it's possible. This means letting go of any negative beliefs or doubts holding you back. One way to do this is through visualization and affirmations. Visualization is the act of creating a mental image of what you want to manifest. So by visualizing your desired outcome, you're sending a powerful message to the universe that you believe it's possible. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They help to reprogram your subconscious mind and align it with your desired outcome. So when you are confronted with a limiting belief like, "I'm not smart enough to do this," we can reframe that thought with an affirmation that better aligns with your desire. One of my favorite affirmations when I feel like I'm not smart enough is, "Each day, I have the ability to grow, learn, and align myself with my goals." Sometimes that reprogramming takes time, but that is okay. Keep practicing and it will become a habit. Another important aspect of manifesting is taking aligned action. This means taking the steps necessary to bring your desired outcome to fruition. These steps involve setting goals, creating a plan, and taking consistent action toward your goals. It's also important to let go of attachment to the outcome. This means not getting too attached to a specific timeline or result. Instead, trust that the universe has a plan and that things will unfold in the right way at the right time. To summarize, manifesting is the act of bringing your desires into reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Quantum physics tells us that our thoughts and intentions are energy, and that energy can influence the world around us. By focusing on our desires, believing they're possible, and taking aligned action, we can manifest our dreams into reality. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe for more daily lessons on manifestation and the law of attraction from the Manifestors Circle.